Well, hello, and welcome to the financial equivalent of Cloudbase, here to protect you and your finances from the scum of the universe. Right, stop. And in particular, we're talking about the Cleptatrons from the Treasury, all of which under the influence of Jeremy Hunt. Now, why is this important now? Well, because we're approaching the end of the tax year. And what Jeremy Hunt did in his last budget was he's frozen various tax allowances and he's massively reduced various others. So, for example, with your income tax, wages have grown significantly, trying to outpace inflation, but your amount of money you can earn without paying tax has stayed the same. So the amount of your money that is taxable is now going up. For capital gains, assets that are subject to capital gains, the capital gains tax allowance has halved from 12 to 6,000 this year, and it will halve again on April the 5th at midnight and go down to only 3,000. There are other tax allowances that have gone up. So your pension has gone, the amount of money you can put in there has gone from 40,000 to 60,000 this year, as the Chancellor tries to corral us all into pensions and the income tax regime downstream, which was covered in another briefing or another one of these Bloke in a pubs that I'll put a link to. The important thing is the amount of tax we will all face, the tax burden is going up. And it's really vital that as we approach the end of the tax year, when many of these allowances end and will not be renewed, that you use all of those up. So which allowances in particular should you be focusing on? Well, first and foremost, your ISA. You've got £20,000 a year you can save tax-free in your ISA. And because we have a flexible ISA, if you've drawn any money from your ISA, you can also top that up. You can only do that before April 5th. So if you drew £5,000 out of your ISA, you can pop that back in, plus still have £20,000 if your allowance is left. Your pension, you can put up to £60,000 in there from a company if you have one, and if you have earnings, you can put up to the full amount of your net relevant earnings into your pension as well. Capital gains, you can make up to £6,000 of capital gains this year, only 3 next year. So if you have a collective account, for example, probably worth having a look to see if you've got some gains that you can crystallize. Now, this is a process we'll be going through for you. We've done this analysis in the background, and we'll be contacting you all individually to make sure that we've done this for you, but just something to be mindful of in the meantime. So there you go. Cleptatrons are after your money. We're here to try and stop them. The only other thing to say to you is that do remember that Bosun Bear is indestructible. Do not try to imitate him. We'll see you next time.